I know what you're waiting for, and that is my analysis of the Oscar nominations. In easily the funniest story of the day, Barbie, which, as you know, I love. I thought it was an amazing film, by which I think it was absolute overrated trash. I think it was unwatchable. I think that people who say they like it are lying.
Some of us who did understand the movie loved Barbie.
I think that this movie makes no sense. It has plot holes. It's badly written. Also, this is hilarious. So, it was nominated for Best Picture, which is like, okay, I know what you guys are doing. Yes, it made a ton of money, and all the critics pretended they loved it because they had to, because they had a gun to their head.
I have some terrible news, specifically for Ben Shapiro, because I did not hate Barbie.
But it was nominated for Best Picture. Okay, fine, that's stupid. But the funniest thing, by far the funniest thing, is that the acting nominees for Barbie are Ryan Gosling, who plays Ken. America Ferrera is nominated in the Best Supporting Actress category for her garbage speech about how women have it so tough, and oh my God, it's so hard to be a woman.
It is literally impossible to be a woman.
So Ken was nominated. You know who was not nominated? Barbie.
It's happening again. I have to. Will you excuse me?
Margot Robbie, not nominated. You know who else not nominated? The greatest director of all time, Greta Gerwig, who's the greatest. We all love all of her work because she's the greatest director who ever directed, and because everything she says is wise and brilliant, and she's so wise. So she was not nominated either. So Ken was the only major part nominated from the Barbie film. Oh, the patriarchy.
Every night is boys' night.
The power of the patriarchy, even overcoming Barbie itself. And the patriarchy will rule supreme, because I'm going to predict right here, right now, that Oppenheimer wins Best Picture. So in the Barbenheimer fight, Oppenheimer, which is like an all-time great movie, is going to defeat Barbie, which is trash.
World will remember this day.
So the Best Picture nominees are American Fiction, which is apparently a kind of like weirdly anti-woke piece, is what I've heard, but I have not seen it yet. Anatomy of a Fall, which is about a relationship, because there's always a relationship movie at the Oscars. The Holdovers, which is, I guess, Sideways in high school. Killers of the Flower Moon, which is really overlong, but it's directed by Martin Scorsese, and so we have to pretend that we all love Killers of the Flower Moon. And again, I'm not like super anti-Scorsese. I like some of his films, but Killers of the Flower Moon is a drag. Maestro, which is about Leonard Bernstein being gay. Oppenheimer, a movie called Past Lives, a movie called Poor Things, and a movie called The Zone of Interest. Now, I will admit that I'm interested to see The Zone of Interest, mainly because it has amazing reviews, and also it covers ground that I literally just walked. I mean, it is about Auschwitz. So I'm kind of fascinated to see that movie, but those are your Best Picture nominees. We'll get to more on this in just 1 second. First, have you ever heard of data brokers? Those are the middlemen collecting and selling all those digital footprints you leave online. They can stitch together detailed profiles. Those include your browsing history, online searches, and location data. Then they sell that profile to a company that delivers you a targeted ad. Well, no biggie, right? Well, you might be surprised to learn those same data brokers are also selling your info to the Department of Homeland Security and the IRS. Well, to mask my digital footprints, I protect myself with ExpressVPN. One of the easiest ways for brokers to aggregate data and tie it back to you is through your device's unique IP address that also reveals information about your location. When you're connected to ExpressVPN, your IP address is hidden. That makes it way more difficult for data brokers to identify exactly who you are. ExpressVPN also encrypts 100% of your network traffic and keeps your data safe from hackers on public Wi-Fi. That's why I have ExpressVPN downloaded on all my devices. You can use it with your phone, computer, even your home Wi-Fi router. All you do, tap one button, turn it on, you're protected. It's that simple. Make sure your online activity and data is protected with the best VPN money can buy. Visit expressvpn.com/Ben Shapiro Show right now. Get 3 months free for my special link. That's expressvpn.com/Ben Shapiro Show, expressvpn.com/Ben Shapiro Show to learn more. In the Best Actor category, this is where somebody actually got robbed, and it is not Margot Robbie and it is not Greta Gerwig. It's Glenn Howerton from Blackberry. So if you haven't seen Blackberry yet, it's actually a lot of fun. It's a terrific little film, and Glenn Howerton is excellent in it. He's like best performance of the year, excellent. Who got nominated? Cillian Murphy from Oppenheimer, and he is admittedly great. Jeffrey Wright in American Fiction. Paul Giamatti, who's not going to win for The Holdovers. I gotta put it out there. Not a huge Paul Giamatti fan. I feel like he's the same in every single part. Holman Domingo in a movie called Rustin, which I have not seen, and Bradley Cooper playing Leonard Bernstein in Maestro and overplaying the part. For Best Actress, you have Annette Bening in a movie called Niad, which nobody has ever seen, and no one knows what it's about or what it is. Lily Gladstone in Killers of the Flower Moon. Sandra Hüller in Anatomy of a Fall. Carey Mulligan in Maestro, and Emma Stone in Poor Things. I'm going to bet that it's Emma Stone in Poor Things, because Poor Things is apparently like a feminist tract about how repressed Victorian women... Then there's Best Supporting Actor. Robert De Niro got a nod for Killers of the Flower Moon. Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer. He is excellent in Oppenheimer. Ryan Gosling. I do think, by the way, Ryan Gosling is going to win. I think he's going to be the honorary Barbie award because everybody loved him in Barbie. Even I thought that he was the most amusing thing in Barbie. And again, that movie is living death.
Ken is me.
And I thought that Ryan Gosling was still funny in that film. And Mark Ruffalo in Poor Things, who I hope loses because he's too busy standing for Hamas.
My connection to Palestine came through Palestinians and hearing their stories.
Best Supporting Actress, Emily Blunt, Oppenheimer, Danielle Brooks, The Color Purple, America Ferrera in Barbie for that garbage speech, Jodie Foster in Niad, and Divine Joy Randolph in The Holdovers. Best Director, Greta Gerwig got shut out. I think this is Nolan's year. I think Nolan is going to take home Best Picture and Best Director this year. So what is the takeaway? The takeaway is that it wasn't like an amazing year for film is the takeaway, which seems to be our usual takeaway. Like I don't see any films that I saw this year and I thought, man, that thing should have been nominated for Best Picture that wasn't. Right? Oppenheimer, I think it has the most nominations, 13 nominations. It should have the most nominations. It's a truly great film. Barbie, again, is going to be the story because it's the only movie that, aside from Oppenheimer, anyone saw this year. Bottom line, low ratings, but I'm rooting very, very hard for Ryan Gosling to win for Barbie because it's the funniest possible outcome. I'm there for it. I love that the Academy accidentally did this. I want Ken to win, and I'm just Ken from the Barbie movie to win. Those are my demands. I wanted to lose every other category, but only the men win. Not even because I care, but because it's hilarious.